everyone, welcome back to CS Learning. Today, we're diving into one of the most disruptive cyber threats, denial of service, DoS, attacks. Police car like these attacks can shut down websites, crash servers, and cause massive damage to businesses and individuals alike. In this video, we'll break down white heavy checkmark types of DoS attacks, white heavy checkmark how they work, white heavy checkmark BOTs and botnets, white heavy checkmark infamous attacks like Smurf and SYN flooding, white heavy checkmark, and most importantly, how to protect yourself. Get ready to uncover the dark side of cyber warfare. Let's jump in. Laptop computer high voltage. Types of DoS attacks. A denial of service, DoS, attack aims to disrupt access to a network or service, preventing legitimate users from using it. Common types of DoS attacks include 1. Buffer overflow attacks. Exploit software flaws to overwrite memory and cause system crashes. 2. ICMP flood, ping flood, overloads a system with excessive ping requests. 3. SYN flood, abuses the TCP handshake process to exhaust server resources. 4. UDP flood, overwhelms a server with UDP packets, consuming bandwidth. 5. HTTP flood, sends excessive HTTP requests to a web server, rendering it unresponsive. These attacks can range from simple packet floods to sophisticated software exploits that cause severe system failures. Buffer overflow attacks. A buffer overflow attack occurs when more data is written to a memory buffer than it can handle, leading to system crashes or potential code execution. Small blue diamond how it works. Attackers exploit weak memory handling in a program. Excess data overwrites memory, potentially injecting malicious code. Small blue diamond advantages for attackers. Can completely compromise a system. Small blue diamond disadvantages for attackers. Requires knowledge of specific software vulnerabilities. Small blue diamond real-world example. The SQL Slammer worm, 2003, used a buffer overflow in Microsoft SQL Server, causing widespread network disruptions. ICMP flood, ping flood. An ICMP flood bombards a target with excessive ping, ICMP echo request, packets, consuming system resources. Small blue diamond how it works. The system spends time responding to pings, slowing down or crashing. Small blue diamond advantages for attackers. Easy to execute. Small blue diamond disadvantages for attackers. Easily blocked with firewalls and packet filtering. Small blue diamond real-world example. Often combined with other DoS attacks to increase disruption. Mitigation. Firewalls and rate limiting help prevent excessive ICMP traffic. SYN flood. SYN flood attack targets the TCP three-way handshake, exhausting a server's connection queue. Small blue diamond how it works. 1. The attacker sends SYN packets to initiate connections. 2. The server responds with SYN ACK and waits for an acknowledgement. 3. The attacker never replies, leaving many half-open connections. 4. The server runs out of connection slots and stops responding. Small blue diamond advantages for attackers. Effective against web servers and online services. Small blue diamond disadvantages for attackers. Defenses like SYN cookies can mitigate the attack. Small blue diamond real-world example. SYN floods are common in botnet-based DDoS attacks. Mitigation. SYN cookies prevent servers from overloading. Firewalls can detect and limit excessive SYN packets. UDP flood. A UDP flood attack sends massive UDP packets to overwhelm a server's bandwidth and processing capacity. Small blue diamond how it works. The server processes each UDP request, consuming its resources. Small blue diamond advantages for attackers. Simple and effective against gaming servers and VoIP services. Small blue diamond disadvantages for attackers. Easier to mitigate compared to TCP-based attacks. Small blue diamond real-world example. Attackers frequently target online gaming servers to disrupt matches. Mitigation. Rate limiting reduces UDP traffic overload. Firewalls can block unnecessary UDP traffic. HTTP flood. An HTTP flood attack overwhelms a website with excessive requests, consuming server resources. Small blue diamond how it works. Attackers send thousands of HTTP requests, preventing real users from accessing the site. Small blue diamond advantages for attackers. Very effective against web applications. Small blue diamond disadvantages for attackers. Requires botnets or advanced tools to generate significant traffic. Small blue diamond real-world example. Used to take down online shopping sites during peak seasons. Mitigation. CDNs, content delivery networks, help absorb excess traffic. Web application firewalls, WAFs, detect and block malicious HTTP requests. Ethical hacking perspective. Ethical hackers simulate DoS attacks to test the security of networks and systems. Why it's important. Helps organizations identify vulnerabilities before real attackers do. Tests incident response plans to prepare for real attacks. Improves security by implementing stronger defenses. Advantages of DoS testing in ethical hacking. White heavy checkmark finds weaknesses before attackers do. White heavy checkmark helps security teams practice response strategies. Disadvantages of DoS testing. Crossmark even controlled testing can disrupt real services. Crossmark requires proper authorization, as unauthorized testing is illegal. How DoS attacks work. DoS attacks generally work by overloading a system or exploiting vulnerabilities. Small blue diamond methods. 1. Resource exhaustion, consumes CPU, memory, bandwidth, or disk space. 2. Exploiting vulnerabilities, crashes or disables the target system. 3. Disrupting communication, blocks users from accessing the service. Small blue diamond mitigation strategies. Firewalls block excessive traffic. Rate limiting reduces attack intensity. Security patches fix vulnerabilities before exploitation. Types of DoS attacks and how they work. Small blue diamond ASWAN flood overwhelms a server with half-open connections. Small blue diamond UDP flood sends massive UDP packets, consuming bandwidth. Small blue diamond ICMP flood uses excessive ping requests to slow down a system. Small blue diamond HTTP flood overwhelms web servers with fake requests. Small blue diamond buffer overflow overwrites memory, causing a crash or execution of malicious code. Key takeaway. DoS attacks target different system weaknesses, requiring multiple defense layers to prevent them. Ethical hacking, DoS advantages and disadvantages. Heavy checkmark advantages. Identifies security weaknesses before attackers do. Improves resilience by stress testing infrastructure. Helps train incident response teams. Heavy multiplication X disadvantages. Service disruption, even controlled testing can impact business operations. Legal risks, requires explicit authorization, as unauthorized DoS attacks are illegal. Resource intensive, requires skilled professionals and specialized tools. Small blue diamond ethical hackers use DoS testing to help organizations improve security, but they must follow legal and ethical guidelines. Real-world examples of DoS attacks. DoS attacks have caused major disruptions worldwide. Here are some well-known incidents. Small Blue Diamond Mirai botnet, 2016. Infected IoT devices like routers and cameras. Launched massive DDoS attacks against Dime, a DNS provider. Caused widespread internet outages across major platforms. Small Blue Diamond GitHub DDoS attack, 2018. One of the largest DDoS attacks ever recorded, peaking at 1.35 Tbps. Used memcached amplification to flood GitHub servers. GitHub survived by using DDoS mitigation services. Small Blue Diamond Estonia cyber attacks, 2007. Targeted government and banking services in Estonia. Used SWAN floods and UDP floods to disrupt operations. Considered one of the first major nation-state cyber attacks. Key takeaway: DoS attacks can cripple businesses, governments, and online services. BOTs/botnets, Smurf attack, SWAN flooding. What are bots and botnets? Small Blue Diamond bot, a compromised device infected with malware, controlled remotely. Small Blue Diamond botnet, a network of infected devices, bots, controlled by a hacker, bot herder. How botnets work. 1. Devices get infected via malware, phishing, or software vulnerabilities. 2. They connect to a command and control (CNC) server. 3. The attacker commands bots to launch DDoS attacks, steal data, or send spam. Small Blue Diamond advantages for attackers. White heavy checkmark massive attack power, can send terabytes of malicious traffic. White heavy checkmark hard to trace, the attack appears to come from thousands of different sources. Small Blue Diamond disadvantages for attackers. Crossmark law enforcement takedowns, botnets can be identified and dismantled. Crossmark maintenance required, attackers must keep infecting new devices. Small Blue Diamond real-world example. Mirai botnet, 2016, infected IoT devices to launch massive DDoS attacks. Smurf attack. Uses ICMP, ping, amplification to flood a target with traffic. The attacker sends spoofed pings to a broadcast address, making multiple systems reply to the victim. Small Blue Diamond mitigation. Disable ICMP broadcasts on routers. Use firewalls to block unnecessary ICMP traffic. DoS/DDoS countermeasures. Organizations must use multiple defense layers to prevent DoS and DDoS attacks. 1. Firewalls and IDS/IPS. Firewalls block malicious traffic based on predefined rules. Intrusion detection/prevention systems, IDS/IPS, detect and block DoS attempts. 2. Rate limiting. Restricts the number of requests from a single IP to prevent flooding. 3. Traffic filtering. Blocks traffic from known malicious IP addresses or unusual traffic patterns. 4. Content delivery networks, CDNs. Distributes traffic across multiple servers worldwide, making it harder to overwhelm a single point. 5. DDoS mitigation services. Specialized services that filter and absorb attack traffic, protecting the target's infrastructure. Small Blue Diamond advantages for defenders. White heavy checkmark improves service availability even during an attack. White heavy checkmark reduces the impact of DoS attempts. Small Blue Diamond disadvantages for defenders. Crossmark expensive, requires investment in security infrastructure. Crossmark complex setup, needs proper configuration and monitoring. Crossmark attackers evolve, continuous updates are needed as attackers develop new methods. Small Blue Diamond real-world example. GitHub, 2018, survived a 1.35 Tbps DDoS attack using a DDoS mitigation service. Ethical hacking and DoS prevention. Ethical hackers test DoS defenses by simulating attacks in a controlled environment. This helps organizations improve security and develop better incident response plans.